Hello, my name is Kavin J and I'm a stand-up comedian and radio personality. However, I do have a degree in marine engineering, but people know me mostly for my comedy rather than my extensive knowledge in dugong. Hey. So here I am doing an infomercial about the fear of crime in Malaysia. I know, right? This face. While the crime index has actually gone down, the fear of crime among us still remains high. Fear does not put you to sleep. Instead, it keeps you awake. So it hurts you in the long run. So why don't you come and listen to my dugong story? To get a better picture of the public's fear of crime, the Crime Perception Indicator is being introduced. It has 4 components: signals, amplifiers, MySpace, and service. We are measuring these 4 components with you through an opinion survey. It is not an objective measure like the crime index.
Crime Perception Indicator. Signals.
Our environment provides signals that trigger and feed the fear of crime hard disk in our brain. The signals like dirty conditions, noisy people, drug addicts, mudroom pits, and abandoned buildings are just some examples. If we work together as a cohesive community, we can keep our environment clean and keep so-called undesirable signals away. Doing this, we can definitely reduce the fear of crime. We judge a book by its cover. Similarly, we judge the environment by the signals we see and feel. Perception does not need to be based on facts. It can be based on emotions and feelings. For example, picture yourself in a durian shop, and then I come along with a parang and I say, keep your hands where I can see them. Nobody gets hurt if I get the best durians. Thank you. I like Musang King.
Crime Perception Indicator. Amplifier.
The mass media has a major influence on the fear of crime. Newspapers tend to sensationalize crime to sell copies. Social media adds spin and spice to the original story. We don't know whether it's true or not, but it's viral. We can easily overcome this by checking our facts and not getting carried away unnecessarily. We must separate the noise from the facts. Now that's easier said than done because there are so many versions out there. As good citizens, we must not spin stories to create fear of crime. Recently, I was talking to a lawyer that was defending an alleged criminal. The lawyer said that the victim called it armed robbery, but his client, the alleged robber, said that it was people giving him gifts to celebrate his new gun.
Crime Perception Indicator. Space.
Fear of crime is like a movie playing in our minds. It affects our judgment and behavior. We are always not comfortable going outside of our homes, especially at night. These questions usually pop up. Is it safe to go out? If something happens, will the police come on time? If attacked or hurt, will someone come and help me? If we start caring and looking out for each other, we can create a safer environment for our loved ones and ourselves. It's sad to see someone getting mugged and we just don't care enough to help. Our tidak apa attitude will give the opportunity for crime to happen. While we're in the subject of being safe, my favorite coffee shop doesn't allow guns anymore. That's a shame because I like an extra shot in my coffee.
Crime Perception Indicator. Service.
Malaysians generally have little faith in our police force. The police are unapproachable, not very helpful, or sometimes just not respectful. There is a lack of trust in the service. People who go to the Balai Police are victims and they need help. Just like going to the hospital, you need medical advice and treatment. At the Balai, it's not all about making a police report. You do need police advice as well. Sometimes we look at these advices and we think that the police are not interested in taking our reports. My friend Pete was arrested the other day and the police told him that they were going to do a drug test. Well, Pete said, "Cool, which drug are we testing?" Together, we can further reduce crime and bring down the fear of crime. We can improve the quality of our lives and move towards creating a safer nation for all. Together, we can squeeze these 4 items to close the gap between actual crime and fear of crime. Hey. Let us work together to address these 4 components, united against crime.